Don't miss this jet, ho. 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 Talking get live to the next live. Get live to the next live. Get live to the next live.
But then she starts to go at Cardi, right? She goes at Cardi saying that, so you know that her and Cardi got into that fight. And Cardi got that
that
fat ass
shoe.
knot. Yeah.
With the shoes.
So for some reason, Nicki Minaj has a podcast too that she goes on.
Wait,
right?
who?
Oh,
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
It's called Queen Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Big Boy. All right, go ahead.
What?
No, he talking about the West Coast Big Boy, right?
Big Boy, yeah.
Shout
You know
out
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There.
So she goes on her own radio show and goes, she starts talking about Cardi B. This yesterday. It was yesterday? It was yesterday. She starts talking about Cardi B, saying that Cardi B is the reason why she stopped her bag, and Cardi B got her ass beat by somebody in Nicki Minaj's entourage, and Cardi B is mad, and she makes Nicki Minaj change her fucking verses on certain songs, and also it just makes like Nicki Minaj is washed, bro. Nicki Minaj is fucking washed.
I'm speaking from a hip hop fan perspective. No take away nothing from Cardi B. She's doing her thing, but Nicki Minaj has a whole different upbringing, and like she's known for lyricism. She's known for rapping against the greats in the rap game. Like,
when was the last time you checked for Nicki Minaj?
But bro, she did kill Kanye and Jay-Z.
Yeah, not gonna lie,
How
bro.
long ago?
But still.
No.
She
But
went
let's say
head-to-head with
facts.
them, too.
Let's
Yeah.
call facts what it is. Cardi B, she's doing her thing, but she has not yet to have
Killed
a
anybody.
verse where she's killed
Yeah, that is
motherfuckers,
true.
killed goats.
But it's
let's be real.
It's
You
different.
can say that song, the one with fucking Migos, Nicki.
Motorsport.
Yeah, Motorsport. Yeah, I like Cardi's verse better though. But she ain't kill it.
Because Cardi's doing
I'm talking
her
about.
thing.
I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about say 10 years ago.
About Nicki,
because
right?
that Monster song came out about 10 years ago.
Point on what you just said. 10 years ago, Nicki's been in the game for 10 years.
But that doesn't mean shit though. There's people that have been in the game for 10 years that aren't shit.
Nicki's still relevant. That's my point.
Yeah.
She's been in the game for 10 years, and not even including her mixtape years before she was even really famous. Like, come on, let's call facts what it is.
I'm not saying that Cardi B is better, nor am I saying that Cardi B is bigger than Nicki Minaj. What I'm saying is that Nicki is in her feelings. And because none of this shit happened to Nicki, she wants to get in her feelings. Think about how many records Cardi has broke in the past year. Think about
Nicki has broke some too, and I'm not defending Nicki, and I'm not shitting on Cardi. I fuck with them both, but it's like call an ace a spade a spade.
I think Nicki is getting in her feelings, and she's looking at Cardi like, why the fuck does she get to break all these records?
Yeah, like the new kid in school and shit.
Right.
Yeah, I got
right.
you. Yeah.
Like you, if
I mean, that's all what it is.
A kid
It's
transfers,
just the hype.
right? A kid transfers to your school, and what are they doing?
Yeah,
they're getting all the hoes, they're getting all the bitches, and you're gonna be like, that nigga ain't even shit.
Nicki has a history of coming at any female that's also in the shine, bro.
Okay,
like,
but
you know what it is?
I don't want to
Karma,
sound
because-
sexist, but it's a female thing.
It's true because in a way,
Angela?
it's not, well, I don't know if she knows about hip hop.
I think you're on Cardi's side, aren't you?
I'm not on Cardi's side. I'm not on Nicki's side. Like I don't know. To me,
Wow, you really done.
Well, it's not even.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's not even just a side though. But like even so, her coming at Travis Scott and trying to make excuses.
Yeah, that I don't
right?
get.
Well, I think
Like it's her being in her fucking feelings.
Right. I think she's really upset because she's on Queen Radio, right? She does have that podcast that she does. So now she has this website and it's NickiMinajQueen.com, and she even offered like this like $15 like sale thing that was like, hey, if you buy this, then you can get pre-sale to my concerts that I just canceled, and then like you can get merch and you can get a pass, but not a VIP pass. You're gonna have to pay extra. And so like what you were saying about Travis Scott earlier, how we like sold this bundle of shit, and now she's upset at Travis. It's because like how long Nicki was those $15 tickets to your pre-sale on your website? Like if you were relevant, it would be gone.
You have to think about, all right, so remember when we bought tickets to go see The Weeknd and we got 2 albums, right? That goes to his sales.
Right.
Because we bought tickets and they bundled the album sales into his shit, right? So that's what Travis Scott did. Travis Scott did the same exact thing, but it worked for Travis. It just didn't work for Nicki because nobody's buying Nicki Minaj tickets To be honest.
You can't really say that. Bro.
No.
She still has a hardcore
No,
fan
bro.
base.
Go.
I'm not. The Barbies, bro.
She sold
like a Queen Bee type of shit?
She sold 2,000 tickets.
Yeah.
She sold 2,000 tickets in the city, in Chicago. She sold only 2,000 tickets
Nicki?
for like a 5,000 person.
Bro, Chicago's
venue.
a whole nother beast when it comes to music, bro. Like,
And that's another thing
whatever
that fucking
Chicago's
blows my
feeling at
mind.
the time, that's what we're gonna rock with.
Bro,
And
why
motherfuckers
does-
fuck with Cardi B right now?
Why do we not support any artist? And I mean any
because
artist.
they don't support us.
But right now, it's
That-
looking
that's
kind
true
of
for us,
good.
too.
We're doing kind of better than we have been doing, Joe. You got motherfuckers like G Herbo, Lil Durk, Chief Keef been in the game.
Yeah,
for
but
a
we
minute
love
doing
him
his thing.
locally though. Like,
Yeah.
No, Chief Keef, he's known through
But even
the
still,
West.
Chief
okay.
Keef can't come and
That's
sell
one.
out the United Center or the Allstate Arena.
Nah, but shit, I mean,
Nobody's gonna buy tickets for that shit.
Kanye can, like, he's Chicago.
Kanye
like,
had to do.
he's more New York, I would say.
Yeah.
I would
Like
say.
we
get
don't
on
like
that.
like Pusha T. Pusha T had
Wait,
to fucking
Chance the
do.
Rapper though.
yeah, we got Chance the Rapper.
Yeah,
bro.
Chance the Rapper.
Man,
I have some mixed feelings when it comes to Chance.
shout out Bump J.
Yeah.
Shit, come on.
I have some.
Wait,
Some-
hold up. Before we get to that, you know how you guys are saying that? Okay, I'm gonna backtrack.
Yeah,
real quick.
go ahead.
You know how you guys said that Nicki Minaj is whack and shit. I mean, he's washed.
I don't think she's whack. I do think she's washed. I
washed.
think she's
Okay,
washed.
That's because you don't listen to it, but she still has a
She's not
hardcore
as
fan
relevant,
base.
but she does have a hardcore fan base. And I think Cardi and Nicki have different fan bases, right? Like Nicki, she grew up in New York, whatever. She's like all into rap right now. With Cardi, it's like she's got a whole fucking persona, right? She was a stripper. She was on fucking Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Now she's out here rapping, and she's not only on just like our top 40, she's also rapping with Ozuna or like fucking like
Bad
Selena
Bunny and all
and
that.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And she's out there on reggaeton artists too. So like, yeah, she's more relevant in who's listening to music right now. Nicki, what? She just jumped on a track with what is his name? Fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah. But and then she had to add that song onto her
Right.
her
Hold on.
on her album
but
to boost her sales, to boost her shit.
But my
But
point was, because I was surprised that Nicki Minaj even has a podcast. Okay, so what I wanted to say was that every rapper that ends up creating a podcast is because they're washed.
Yeah.
Let's think about that.
Look. As much as you guys want to hate to admit it, Nicki's washed. Before Motorsport,
I was gonna
what was
say-
the last Nicki Minaj album or single that was hot?
I didn't even like Motorsport.
Oh,
Her verse on Motorsport was okay at
was
best.
okay.
It was
no.
okay.
Oh shit, I don't even know the name of the
Like
song.
no homo, Cardi went in, ride that dick like a
Yeah.
BMX.
And that's because she's on the wave right now, bro. Like, she's like when Nicki Minaj had her moment to shine, and we still gotta judge Cardi from 10 years from now. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're saying Nicki Minaj is washed up because it's
I'm
been
not
10
saying
years
she's-
later.
I don't think she's washed. I think that she's not as prevalent or like in like right
Like,
now
she's
as
like-
Cardi is because
Running out of shit, I guess you could say.
yeah.
I want to say running out of shit. It's just it's her time. Like just it's Nicki Minaj is not relevant but relevant at the same time.
And like what Angela said, is they come from two different backgrounds. Cardi B she had her social media spotlight. That's how she came up. Nicki Minaj actually comes from the hip hop background.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
she was really rapping.
Dirty Smack
to
DVD,
play
yeah.
devil's advocate.
Always.
All right. Would Nicki Minaj be relevant if she didn't always start beef with people?
Yeah.
Cause
I think so.
she started beef with Lil Kim. She was always going back with Lil Kim. She always finds some female rapper to go back and forth
Right.
with.
Would she have been
So-
relevant if she wasn't signed to Young Money?
No, fuck no.
No.
Would she
But
be still relevant if she was talking about her ass?
no, would she be relevant if she did not start beef with Cardi B? Would she be relevant right now?
No.
No.
Yes, she would.
How?
Okay.
In what aspect?
Okay, no, I want you to go first. You go first.
Dude, it is what it is. She has a fan base. The Barbie dolls, like, they're hardcore Nicki Minaj
Okay, so
fans.
then why does she only
She's-
sell 180 records then? Her
I can't
first-
I
speak
guess
for
you could
that.
say she's like a 50 though. You know what I mean? Because she beats with everybody.
Right.
It's a New York thing. They're both
Yeah.
from Queens. Like,
Okay,
it's
but
how they
so
come
is
up.
Cardi, but Cardi doesn't fucking get on fucking line and try and beef with nobody.
Okay, I think what it comes down to right now is that Nicki is currently lazy. Okay, she's lazy because she already has her fan base, but she's not, thinking like, how can I put myself out there? How can I make myself relevant besides getting on Queen Radio and beefing with Cardi B? Before that, she was beefing with Lil Kim, right?
Yeah.
But who the fuck cares about Lil Kim?
Yeah, nobody. But even still, even with her, so a perfect
Remy
example.
Ma too, I
Why? Oh yeah, she was.
Y'all bogus to the OGs. Lil Kim,
Okay.
I don't like.
Yeah,
I'm not a
okay, but
hardcore
like-
fan, but she's.
I mean, Lil Kim had bars,
No,
but
no,
I mean,
no,
like,
no, but
I think
she-
Lil Kim lost respect as soon as she started doing the fucking plastic surgery and looking like a fucking
Yeah.
Well, let's think about it. Nicki does go at every female rapper, like
every
She's
single
her,
one.
like,
Remy Ma.
That's how she stays relevant.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, I don't want to sound
52, I
sexist,
guess? Yeah.
but I don't
50
want to.
50 doesn't rap anymore,
a
though.
female.
No,
50
but-
Cent still rap. But it's like, is it a female thing? Like any female that also has a spotlight too? It's like
I would
she
say New
gets-
York thing.
But
like
why
you
do
said
you, why
earlier.
do you have to feel so? Why do you have to feel so?
Or is it a New York thing?
I think it is because you got Casanova and Tekashi 6ix9ine fucking beefing with each other. The motherfuckers.
6ix9ine beats with fucking everybody.
Well, he doesn't even look for it though. That's what I'm saying.
No, because he did.
If you dress like that, you looking for it.
Because with Chief Keef,
Too much
he
sauce
looked for
is the
that.
easiest thing.
For Chief Keef, he looked for that one.
Yeah.
For Trippie Redd, he looked for that one. For I wouldn't say Ebro, he didn't look for that one because
Well,
was just-
as
it was
Ebro,
just
fucking Ebro talks shit about
talks
everybody.
fucking
Yeah, yeah.
It was just weird. It was, honestly, I like 6ix9ine. I do. I really do. I think.
I bet you.
Bro, I think like he's decent. I don't like his antics. I don't like
I
the
don't
fucking
like him,
bullshit
bro.
that he does. But his songs are fire.
To me, I don't know. Probably because I'm older, I don't really feel him, bro. Like I feel like he's putting on a facade. He's putting on a gimmick.
I do.
That's
I
what
do believe the
everybody
same thing.
does.
and
I,
motherfuckers brought up his background. Like that's not really you, bro.
Hey, but he fucked a 13-year-old.
no, he didn't.
Ew.
He didn't fuck a 13-year-old. He recorded his friends fucking.
Okay, all
And
right,
that's still
my
cool?
bad.
Yeah, that's ain't cool. at all.
And- but they showed old girl showed an ID that showed that she was 17.
Wait, how old was
He was 17.
I'm gonna need to see like real birth
This was-
certificates from now
this
So
on.
is that even? Wait, hold on, because oh shit.
Right. So this is, and that's another thing. So like,
a
so
long-ass
should he
case,
be
yeah.
found? So what happened was he was at like a video shoot. She showed an ID stating that she was 17 in New York and like Illinois. The legal age of consent is 17.
Was it a fake ID?
I guess so.
Obviously,
I guess it was a fake
ID.
ID. But she was actually like 13 or 14, and he recorded his friend getting head from her, so he got popped too. And in his words, he said that he didn't have a good defense attorney, so his defense attorney was like, just plead guilty.
So why was he even recording that in the first place?
Recording, I mean, like, cause he didn't know that she was 13. He thought that she was just
That don't
17.
matter, man. You know,
Why don't you record it anyway?
Bro, I mean, like, not like I said, not to fucking defend him, but like, say if me and you are G'ing down a bitch, like, I can't record
Okay.
it.
I don't know,
Koolaid.
bro. I don't know. You my nigga.
So you got to think of it like that way. So if I bring a girl home and me and Koolaid are fucking running the London Tower on a chick, like I can't pull out my phone and be
London
like,
Bridge.
oh yeah, you're right. Oh, Angela would know.
I'm just saying, as long as there was consent, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'll let
I
her.
think-
I'll let her
see,
know.
I
Like, I'm
think-
pulling out the camera. Like, okay.
Look,
like,
I think that's another thing to touch bases on is if she shows an ID that says that she's 17.
But why
like
did
what
she
else
show
you,
an ID? Like, if she showed you the ID, it's like, here, I'm definitely 17.
No, because when you're,
I don't have-
no,
I don't-
stop,
it's a
stop.
lot
When
of
you're
women
famous,
nowadays
no.
looking-
But if you're famous, you have to sign that like that NDA. That
Yeah, you got a lot
disclosure.
to lose.
You have to show that that ID. Like, there's a lot to lose.
Okay, so you
like
think
if I
that-
ever became famous or rich or some shit like that,
Do
I'm
you
getting
think he had an NDA in place? And if he did,
no.
Okay.
But I think that they were like, yo, if you're getting on this tour bus or if you're coming in the crib, like we need to make sure that you're actually like. Because if I see someone who I think is young, I'm like, no, like let me see your ID. I've been ID'd before by a chick, and she's like, no, I don't believe you're of age. And I was like,
they told you that.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
look at his height. I mean, yeah.
like you like so you gotta make sure you gotta cover your ass.
No, and like I was saying earlier, it's a lot of women nowadays. I don't know what's in the water and the food. Like, they'll look
Bro,
grown.
I no
Yeah.
pedophile shit. I saw a 16-year-old that I swore I thought was like 24, 25.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. But he recorded it, so
I
he's stupid.
look, I record a lot of shit.
But you get their consent, right?
Yeah. They're like,
like,
hey,
never.
pull out your phone. I'm like, all right, cool. You've never had nobody record you before, ever?
Okay.
To your knowledge?
You got the joint in the background covered.
Consensual was my ex. Non-consensual, I found out he like pulled it out and I fucking took his phone and I threw it at the wall.
Okay, but like, say if you're going to fuck, who's your favorite fucking artist?
Shout them out.
I don't know.
Oh shit. I was just talking to Mike about this shit. Lil Pump recorded this girl.
Yeah. He said that Lil Pump just recorded some
Are you
shit.
serious?
And he FaceTimed her boyfriend and he told her to break up with him and she's like, I can't talk, I got cum all over my face. And I was like, wow,
Bro,
this shit.
would you? How?
I don't even listen to that nigga, but shout him out. That's some savage shit.
Okay, think about it. If you're rich and famous, Koolaid.
What up, Tom?
If you're rich and famous, would you do the same shit?
Record it though.
How savage would you be?
Well, you're doing the guy a favor by calling him.
How savage, bro?
Nah, I
think
wouldn't
about
do
it.
that,
So
though.
if you
I
get
wouldn't
the
do
chance to
No,
smash,
no, I wouldn't either. But at least he knows that, hey, don't fuck with that bitch. You know?
Okay, but
That ain't my place to tell him shit.
I can't come.
Yeah, you're right.
I can't come up with the female version of Lil Pump. But like, say if Cardi B lets you smash, right? If Cardi B was like, "Yo, Javier, come fuck me,"
I don't think I would. I gotta be honest.
Really?
No, I wouldn't.
All right, so
His girls listed. You better not fuck her.
no, not even that. I mean, I don't think Cardi B is attractive for one.
okay, so
I'll fuck her shit.
Yeah, I'll fuck the shit out.
Fuck off.
Yo,
sex.
I think she's. I don't think she's in the face, but her body's fire. So, Nicki Minaj, or just another female.
Use someone else as an example, but not me.
Another female. No, I'm asking you personally.
I can't
No,
answer
that's
these
what I'm saying.
questions.
Not
We're
me.
sorry.
I want to answer. Bring it to me.
Okay,
I'm good. I'm satisfied, man.
Say you're dating somebody, right? And,
Aw,
and
man.
you do get to sleep with a celebrity, right? Do you let that chance go by, or do you take it?
Here's the scenario though. Hold on. You're in love.
Yeah,
You've been together 3 years.
barely in love.
No.
What is?
Shout
hold
out
on.
Angela for
Time
the
out.
good scenario.
Time out. What is this thing called love?
All right, we'll get back to that on another episode.
Motherfucker, it's out there. Just find
Anyway, you're in love. It's been 3 years, and she's met your entire family. Okay,
It
you're
could be-
in love. Like you
it
don't
could be
want to
10
leave.
She ain't me, my entire family. Some of them did.
It could be 10 years. We got 3 kids together.
What's your answer? Are
If
you
Nicki
gonna
Minaj
fuck-
comes up to me and is like, "Yo, you can clap these cheeks,"
See, you said Cardi B. Nicki or Cardi? You gotta let me know.
either one, I don't care.
If it's Nicki, Young Money, baby.
What, was you getting a record deal out of it?
I'm gonna rap while I'm fucking so she know what's up.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. And then afterwards, she's like, "Yo, take a fucking video of you fucking."
Send it to your girl. She's pregnant.
Wait,
Hey,
Damn.
why you gonna throw that in the fact? Hold on. Your daddy cheated on me with Nicki Minaj.
Go ahead, daddy. Do your thing.
Like, you gotta think of it like that. Like, yo,
I'm just saying, what would your answer be? Would you like FaceTime your girl with like Nicki or Cardi all over your face?
Tell your boyfriend. You're not my boyfriend. That's my. You can't be in here. Sorry. Hey. Yama. Tell your boyfriend it's over. It's over. Actually, I did.
so we are currently watching.
Lil Pump.
Sorry,
That's
my
Lil Pump.
face is so tight because there's cum on it.
She has some big titties too.
Wow.
Hey,
She does.
And this guy's trying to.
your girlfriend with us now. Fuck, nigga.
One day, just for one day.
That's some
I don't want no fucking FaceTime.
That
of
bitch
it.
gonna get mean karma.
I don't. Yeah, she
Yeah,
is. I
that's
don't
a
want no.
horrible form.
Look, you can do it. Just don't fucking FaceTime me. God damn.
And that's the thing with nowadays technology. Like, motherfuckers find new ways to be super savage, bro.
Bro,
Like,
fucking.
That's what's so crazy.
Me
about
and my ex had a thing going that fucking if there's like certain people that we could cheat on each other with. Her shit was like Chris Brown, right? Fucking Trey Songz.
Why
My
would you even
shit,
bring that up?
my shit was fucking Nicki Minaj and fucking
That's a trick question. I ain't gonna tell you, bitch. 'Cause if they come in town, you're like, you can't get their concert. Like,
like nah, oh, babe, I got Nicki Minaj tickets. No, the fuck, I got Nicki Minaj tickets and Sofia Vergara. Whew,
I can't with y'all.
she was so bad, so bad, so bad.
but to answer your question, if like a certain celebrity like I had a crush on and like by any chance the planets aligned and stars, and they let me get a opportunity to fuck her, make love, whatever you say. And I'm in a relationship for what'd you say, Angela? 3 years.
If Cristiano Ronaldo, whatever the fuck his name is, comes to you and is like, Angela, I'm only here for one night.
One night, baby.
One night. What are you gonna do?
I never said I wouldn't say yes.
We got the late night show coming soon. That shit was seductive.
Angela's like, look, I never said I was gonna say no.
I never said that she was stupid. I just wait, hold on. She is stupid, but I never said that it was a bad idea.
I think a Lil Pump is stupid. I wouldn't risk my relationship over a Lil Pump.
And see that with Lil Pump, that comes with age, bro. He's still young, bro.
Yeah,
he's young
like
with
20.
money,
He's
bro.
bro.
Hey, that's one question.
Bro, imagine if we was young and with money, the shit we was doing.
Yeah, it's like
Come
the
on.
same shit that like not to defend him, but like the shit that like Justin Bieber was doing. Like the nigga was like 20 years old and worth like $350 million. Like I would have did the same exact shit. I would have did so much worse.
Money comes with maturity, bro.
Imagine you getting fucking rich at 21, bro.
That's what I'm saying, like, bro, like,
and like
wildin',
fucking wild. And then you're in the spotlight. Like I would have been the most fucking out there fucking person. Like you couldn't have told me shit.
turkeys and guns for the hood. I would have been, man.
Everybody gets a deuce and a turkey.
Well, anyway, just so everybody's aware that ages like 18 to 26, I think is the most prevalent time
17.
for HIV.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why you gotta come up with some negative ass, STD ass fucking stereotypes?
I just had to let you guys know. Just wrap it up because I know Mike doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know what the
I had to
fuck
put my man's on.
Bro, to be honest,
Damn.
I don't know what a condom is.
Oh God.
I ran out of condoms like a few months ago, and I have not gone and bought some.
No comment.
Probably should.
Yeah, you probably should. You know what? And I'm like, hi.
Okay,
Please
so
get tested
you know what?
to the viewers.
You know what? All right, so let's have
Please get tested.
Let's have a poll. Javier, the last time you had sex, did you wear a condom?
I'm in a relationship.
Okay, Koolaid, the last time you had sex, did you wear a condom?
Don't ask me no dumb shit like that.
Angela, the last time you had sex, did you wear a condom?
No.
Exactly.
No, that's because I've been with the same guy for over a year.
So what the fuck does that mean? Are you dating him?
Yeah, what was all that stories and shit you were
Like-
telling us earlier?
And, wait, what stories?
That's off camera, bro.
Angela, are you dating this guy?
We're not dating.
Okay. So, nobody has used a condom in how long?
I never answered shit.
Okay, listen. If it was somebody else, yes, I have. And that was in.
Oh God, I hope we don't
March.
hear this shit.
Yeah, no, can we take that out?
March?
Can we take this
March?
out?
It is October 30th.
Exactly.
You gonna hear this shit like, why you lying to me?
You know. Yeah, we should have
We
do
can
some
take
low
that
pump
out
shit.
because no, I don't need this on there.
Are Mexican rappers on the rise?
No? Yes.
Only on the West Coast in California.
Takashi
and
6ix9ine,
Texas.
Okay.
Lil Pump.
Takashi
He's Mexican, bro. What you
but
mean?
they're not
He has this.
Mexican rappers. They don't claim to be Hispanic.
I know that, but it's like saying a white rapper. Shit, you got M as a white rapper. But he don't claim to be.
does
like,
that
oh.
does that upset you? Like all bullshit aside, does that upset you? That Lil Pump, Takashi, and all these other rappers, they don't claim to be Hispanic.
No, not at all. Who gives a shit? That's what I'm saying. I like that only because I'm tired of.
You Mexican?
Yeah, I'm Mexican.
Yeah, but
That's up too.
What?
No, nobody cares about her.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, she's like
I'm
white.
half white.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
You're
Let's
like-
go back to the last podcast.
You're like 80%
where only
white.
50%.
But no. But look, because I remember Koolaid asked me this like a while back. He was like, "Hey man, as a Hispanic, what you think about Fat Joe?" And I was like, "I really don't give it. Yeah, I don't care." But
Fat Joe's Puerto Rican.
He's still Hispanic. That was the point of the question.
you remember that shit?
Yeah.
Anyway, Tekashi 6ix9ine, I only heard 2 songs.
Oh,
the
oh,
Fifi
okay.
song and then a reggaeton song that he just came out with.
But look,
like, not so long ago.
what I'm saying is that I like artists like that who don't claim to be Mexican and shit, because it's like, bro, like if you rap, just rap. Who gives a fuck about your race? Like I'm tired of fucking fucking rappers having to put their race in there. Like a person like Logic, he fucking keeps putting out
Logic pisses me the fuck off.
He's like, I'm black, I'm white. Like, who gives a fuck?
And that's
you know what I mean?
and that's the reason why it pisses me off even more, because he gets this rhetoric of where black and white people had such a hard upbringing because they had this identity crisis, and Drake does the fucking same exact thing.
You know why? Because they know that motherfuckers are gonna see them and they're gonna want to be like, oh, who gives you the right to say that? And they're saying, they're giving their claim.
But think about it. But think about the he doesn't have like a core audience to rap to, right? So Logic. We'll talk about Logic.
No, he got a huge.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying,
but
bro.
does he have a?
You don't listen to him.
No,
You gotta understand.
I listen
It's
to Logic.
motherfucking-
No. I'm talking about. Can you relate to Logic?
No, because I'm not
Exactly.
half black,
So
half white, and I'm
you know
not
how
his
many
age.
you know how many biracial people there are in the world? Not that many.
Bro,
No, I mean, like
there's a lot of
compared
biracial
to
motherfuckers.
black and white people or Hispanics, right? Biracial is like 1% of America.
That's not true, bro.
A black
many
and white?
biracial-
In America, bro,
you know what it is, bro?
everybody's biracial.
No, I'm gonna be,
No, I'm talking
be
about a
100,
black and
bro.
white.
Because I have relatives that are biracial. They claim their black side more. That's what it is.
biracial
Whatever
people.
you're raised by, that's what they'll claim. I have relatives that are half black, half white.
I've been raised
but
by
they're-
both, but I claim I'm black.
Okay, but you also, bro, you have white family you chill with, do you not?
Yeah.
You've been privileged to be around your white family. I have black and white relatives. I mean, mixed relatives. Whatever you say, but for real, I have mixed relatives that like they claim their black side more because they was raised by their black side.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of biracial people, but it depends on what side you're raised by. That's what you claim. I know people that are half black, half Mexican, but they live with
But we're all right.
Mexicans.
So
they
go
claim their
back
Mexican
to
side.
Logic's side though.
that's
But
true.
all
My
he
cousin's like
raps
that.
about is being black and white, which is not what a lot of people can relate to. And even like me, like I've never had. I can't say never. I'm sorry.
But that's the beauty of hip hop. There's a lot of shit motherfuckers can relate to, but it's the fact that he's opening up and letting people know.
I feel like he's
Eminem's
doing it-
white,
I
and he
feel
rapped
like-
about rapping in trailer park. I don't know what the fuck it's like to be in a trailer park, but I fuck with Eminem because I feel him.
No, but I think he did it jokingly though.
Yeah, he did it more.
Okay, what
more of a-
about all the rappers that rap about living in the projects and dealing with guns and gangs? You know how many white kids never know what the fuck that's like, but they rap them lyrics like they
want
live
to be
it.
like that though. Nobody
Okay.
wants to fucking be black and white. Like nobody wants to have that
hey.
fucking struggle.
Nobody
Nowadays
wants to be
yeah.
black, but motherfuckers want to be gangster. Motherfuckers don't want to be half black, half white, but motherfuckers want to be a dope ass lyricist. So that's what you got to open your mind to.
Wait, first of all, let's clear this up. Everybody wants to be either white or black, but nobody says, "Hey, I want to be Mexican."
Yeah.
You right, Javier.
That's a god, bro. And see, that's a goddamn lie, bro.
You know what? All right,
but
wait, stop. Time out. To be honest, if I could be any other ethnicity, I would be either Puerto Rican or Dominican.
He loves to claim
But not
Puerto
Mexican?
Rican.
I love no, would not Mexican.
Wow.
And and I'm not talking about an Americanized Puerto Rican or an Americanized Dominican. Like I want to be from the fucking boat, like Dominican or Puerto Rican. You come from the fucking island because you think about it, like a Puerto Rican or Dominican from the island is their cultures are like to me is just so
technical-
dope. Their food is so dope. Like just like you meet a 30-year-old or 35, 40, 50-year-old fucking Puerto Rican. He's like, hey, papa. Like he's it's just their whole culture. Like it's dope.
Anybody, if you're Hispanic, black, you're from the boat. Let's be real.
Let's be real. It's just
Not us.
I think culture just fascinates
From the board.
you. Culture fascinates you.
Yeah, and to be honest, and I talked about this with somebody. Unfortunately, because we are black, right? I don't have a culture. I don't have something that I can look back on and be like, oh, this. You guys are Mexican, so you can look back and have Mexican pride. You can have say whatever. I'm not too knowledgeable about Mexican culture, right? But you guys can look back and say, on this date we did this, on this date we did this. I can't look back and say that.
And I'm gonna say two things. One, on Javi's point, you say some people nobody wants to be Mexican. I'm from a Mexican neighborhood. Motherfuckers have Mexican pride like a motherfucker. It's probably not that many Mexican rappers, not that many Mexican politicians or Mexican celebrities. Motherfuckers love their pride. And as far as the black culture and not having nothing to claim, that's because a lot of our history has been lost, and we don't know a lot of our black culture, our black African history. So a lot of that shit has been washed away from our history.
Right. Like I did an ancestry and found out that I was 55% white European, and then 45% African, and even still, like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, I can't celebrate certain days and shit because I found out, like, I have no identity.
Right.
I mean-
did that give you like
But you
An
still got
identity
culture, bro.
crisis?
Like, let's keep
I'm sorry?
Did that test give you an identity crisis?
No. You know what? To be honest, to be 100% honest, I had an identity crisis in elementary school and then in middle school. But then I found myself around maybe 8th grade, and then after that, I never had it again.
Really?
I know mixed people have had it in high school and they had it after high school and they have it now. Like me, no. And I think the reason why is because when I was in elementary school, I got made fun of for being black by white kids, and then when I was in middle school, I got made fun of for being white by black kids, and then in high school, it's just like.
But now you're being praised for it because it's like a lot of celebrities are black and white. You got Will Smith, you got Obama, you got J. Cole, you got.
Will Smith isn't.
I mean, no, but you gotta be yourself, bro.
Hey, he kind of white.
Right. I think for me, I had an identity crisis. I still feel that way because, I mean, I'm half Mexican, half Italian. I did take my 23andMe test, and I found out I'm 54% European and whatever else, 3% Asian, and then the rest is Hispanic or whatever. But for me, sometimes people can't even tell what I look like. I'm racially ambiguous to some people in the South because they're like, "What are you? Are you white?"
High five for big words.
Right? Are you white? Are you Ecuadorian? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, what is that even, what?
Yeah, I've gotten some weird
yeah.
I've never had an identity crisis, man. I've been the same since the beginning, man.
I mean, yeah.
No, because you specifically have you have to think about it. So when you were living in Cicero, you wanted to connect more to the
Bro, I
Hispanics.
never lived in Cicero.
Or Chicago. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Chicago.
Southside.
Right. So
60th in Richmond.
So then when you did come to the suburbs, you wanted to hang out, or you did hang out with more African Americans, and then boom, you want to get rid of your accent. You want to stop playing soccer. You want to be more. I wouldn't say more black, but you want to be more American.
No,
No,
basketball.
The thing was, I was just more interested in that. It wasn't because okay, maybe if I hang out with them, I'll be cool. It was just I liked it more. That was it. It was just
that's not you stopping all that shit. You stopping soccer because you thought you were gonna get judged from it.
I never liked it to begin with. My dad forced me to do all that shit. Once I started listening to hip hop and all that shit, whatever, I was like, dude, I like this more.
So it was the hip hop culture that converted you to hanging with black people more.
No. It wasn't that. It's just okay. So when I moved from Chicago, I was trying to get along with the white kids and everybody at school, but everybody made fun of me because of my accent, whatever. They couldn't really relate. And then my friend Deontay came, and the same year, but in the middle of the year, he's the only one that could relate to me. We had different. We had the same exact backgrounds, the same types of parenting and everything. So I got along with him. He introduced me to his friends, and that's how I got into hanging out with.
Friend black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So and then he brought me around a lot of black culture. I didn't think about it then. I didn't think, oh, they're black, whatever. It was just I'm just hanging out with these people.
And that goes back to what I said earlier. It's when you're young, you don't think about your race. You don't care. You're living. It's not till your adulthood, and sad to say, when the real world hits and people let you know what place you have in this world, depending on your race.
I can honestly say that when I went to the predominantly white school, I wanted to be more white. I knew I was getting judged for being more urban. And then when I did go to the middle school that was more predominantly African American and more predominantly urban, that's when I felt more comfortable. I didn't feel judged. I didn't feel like I had
felt more at home. It was
when I went to that white school, I used to have really, really curly hair. I cut all that shit because all these white people had short hair, so I cut my hair. I used to try to style my hair like white people.
like James Brown.
And that goes back to what I said earlier. It's a lot of biracial people, but depending on what race accepts you more or what you're raised by, that's what you claim more.
Even how Pusha T said, afraid to grow because your hair would never nap enough. Even Drake was was found in an interview saying he didn't want to grow out his hair because he felt like it wasn't really he couldn't get a fro. That's the only thing that's yeah, you get that, but it's only for me personally, it was only for a couple years. It wasn't my whole life. People Logic, and that's why I don't really connect with Logic, is because this nigga's the same age as me.
But he wants people to feel pity.
Yeah, but and he's still talking about it oh, I'm black and white, blah blah. What I was get over that shit.
You guys grew up differently, bro. It is what it is. You guys grew up differently.
I feel I'm still struggling with my identity crisis. I look Spanish, but I was raised white. My Mexican family, I never even hung out with them until I moved down to Florida. I don't speak Spanish, so when Spanish people speak to me or they look at me, they judge me because I don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
They're like, well, what happened? Like, why weren't you raised right? Like,
Yeah,
how come you're
that
not
I
like
hate,
us?
yeah.
Like, why aren't you like us? Like, you look brown.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's a stigma that
Oh,
should definitely-
here's
should
one thing
definitely
too
go away.
that I hate about. I would say Mexicans only because like it's in my fucking culture. Is that everyone thinks that we all look a certain way and we're all part of the same fucking breed. Like we're not. You know what I'm saying? Like Mexico is just like America.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're mixed with a whole bunch of different shit. It me and you did our fucking what's that shit called?
Like, DNA sample or whatever.
But yeah, whatever. Me and you be completely, totally different races and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we're not the same.
I think
The DNA heritage test,
Yeah,
like that.
that
I
shit.
took that.
I think a great
What are you?
a great
I'm gonna
like
check that
segue should be for all of us to take the DNA test and just
Yeah,
like read our backgrounds.
Thanksgiving they have specials.
Really?
I got mine last year for $50. 2 tests for $50, or two tests for $100.
Yeah, we should. I
Hey,
think we
wait,
should
hold
definitely do
up. Can we all like? Oh, okay, so our next shit, like we're gonna all do the DNA test, but we gotta make bets on what the fuck we are,
this. Well, I know what I am.
huh?
It would have to be you two, so
We
you
can-
two
we
would
can-
have to do it.
We
Wait,
can,
you
I
like,
did it.
guess
did?
Oh, you did yours? So what is
Wait, hold
yours?
I'm like in like the 90th, like, and that's the crazy thing. I need to take another one. There's two for black people. Like I took one, and like I'm 90% black, and I'm like I have like a little bit of Native American in me.
Of course.
I don't know what tribe, of course, but like you guys, Hispanics were saying like how Mexicans look at you like, oh, you guys don't know Spanish word. Like if black people go to Africa, that's how Africans look at us. Like
Oh yeah.
they call like black. African Americans, they look at us, they call us the lost tribe because we don't know where we're
Yeah,
from.
and that ties into what I was
never thought
saying.
about that.
That's what that ties into what I was saying at the beginning. Is I don't have an identity. Like unfortunately, like I can't. Like I can celebrate.
And that's sad to say, and not sad but crazy to say, because you're half black, and then the black side of you, as all black people that live in America, a lot of us don't know our culture because that got lost in slavery.
Right.
No,
And even my white side is very, 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 very diverse.
See, you might think that you don't have a culture, but at the end of the day, you're creating your own culture now, and then your generations pass, and this is gonna be their culture. You know what I mean? So in a way, shit, you are the pioneer of what the fuck your culture is.
But I mean, it would
I like
still be
that
nice
idea.
to
You know what I
have
mean? 'Cause
like.
it's true. It's true.
It would still be nice to have, a little bit of pride of where I'm from. Like I can't say like you guys can grab a Mexican flag and be like, oh, Mexican pride, or you can grab.
Yeah, but I don't agree with all that shit. You know what I mean? Like
I see what he's saying though, because it's
'Cause
like
it goes deep, bro.
Yeah.
like the flag. Like on my birthday is literally a Mexican holiday for like all his like
Yeah.
December 12th. My name should have been Guadalupe, okay, but it was not because I was half Italian. So like I get what you're saying, and I don't think
Do you have a middle name?
I do.
What is it?
Julia, but I don't know. We're not gonna get into that right now. So anyway,
Basic.
I think that
My bad.
rude. Okay, but I think I get what you're saying, and I never really thought about it that way. Like when I see people and they come over to my house and they're like, what's happening in here? It's because it's like two cultures are combining, and like when I have children and I pass that on, like it's gonna be two cultures combined. Like probably like when I have kids and their friends come over, they're gonna be like, what is happening? Like why do you have tamales and lasagna at the dinner table?
Because I'm hungry, motherfuckers.
I think that's what I love about my family is that they have instilled in us that there's no separation. So like my black side and my white side come together very, very, nicely.
They live on the same block. like for real though.
Right. So there's no separation. Like there's no like, this is your black side, this is your white side. This is what you're supposed to do at your black side. This is what you're supposed to do at your white side. Like it's a very, very good mixing pot. And I can say that I've been blessed.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm close to your black side of the family. Like
Yeah, they cool as fuck, yeah.
So I mean, like it is what it is. We got
Well, I mean, like
history.
I've even had Javi's been over to my white side, and we've done like wine tastings and shit. Like,
Oh, that's the first time I had wine.
And then like Taco Tuesdays at a white, at like a
That
white.
sounds phenomenal.
Like it was like so like that's how progressive my white side is. It's where it's that it's. Like we don't look at race. We look at we judge people on their characteristics. Like we don't we don't look at it like that.
The black side's cool too, man. I like them a lot.
Yeah, your white side and black side, cool. I fuck with them both. I had dinner with them both.
But like I said, like to bring it all the way back, it would be nice to have one I guess ethnicity to be proud of.
No,
like
bro,
I think
you're blessed to have two. You know what I mean? That's
I
like,
think, but see, that's the thing. I
for
think
real.
I think that you personally, I think that you should become a little bit more
I'm cool.
culturally. I don't
But
know.
he can say the same for you, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
But me, I'm like mine is cool, whatever. But I'm not over here trying to be that only because that's not me.
and that's not-
You know what I mean? My whole time growing up, bro,
Yeah.
I was never interested in what the hell they were doing. I was like interested in what my friends were doing and shit. So that became me. Like I never try to be like, oh, I'm Mexican, so I gotta act like this. I gotta speak Spanish.
Right,
like I don't have to be like that, bro.
and
You know?
that's the bittersweetness of America. It's such a melting pot that some people get lost in being so American, whatever heritage or nationality they come from. The next generation tends to forget it or don't even want to learn about it because they're in America.
Yeah.
So you do have family from the old country or family from wherever. The old styles are so embedded in them. They know what's going on. They know what's up. So they do look at the young generation or the next generation and they're like, why don't you know this? Because they've been in America so long, like they don't have to know that because those customs are different now.
Yeah.
So to throw a question in, so there's Black Pride, right? Black Power. There's Brown Power, Black Pride or Brown Pride.
Brown pride, yeah.
Why can't there be white power? Or
There is white power, but white power is a form of racism.
why?
No, well, yeah.
That's how they invented it. That's how they made it.
The way
why
the way
can't-
they're the whole introduction, the first impression was fucking wrong from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like the whole white power shit was just like
We really want to get on this topic.
Some people
For real, bro.
some people argue that the BLM, the Black Lives Matter movement, is somewhat like.
No, bro, it's nothing like that.
So why?
Because no Black Lives Matter act in any form of violence. We act in a form of peace, in a form.
There
And I'm
has-
not even part of the Black Lives Matter. Like I'm not saying I believe in it, but I understand what it was from and where it comes from. And any white, this is facts. Any white group, white pride, it's in a form of racism. It's in a form of negativity. Whether it's the KKK, the Nazis, neo-Nazis, any of that, it's in a form of act of violence.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter, it was never in a form to hurt or kill anybody.
So do you think that it's okay to have some form of white privilege or white I want to say privilege, but empowerment, but not being racist? So like an Irish person on St. Patrick's Day can
That's pride,
walk
yeah.
around with with an Irish flag and be okay, and everybody wants to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
we're the first fucking people to face racism in America.
They were.
And I think that's lost. Italians
Hold
were the
on.
same way.
He
Italians,
said what?
bro. Hey,
Well,
Irish
towards the East Coast.
No. So Irish people migrated from
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? I sound stupid.
Yeah, I'm about to
Shit.
say.
Yeah,
No. You're 100% correct.
Yeah.
You're
But not
No,
200%. Yeah, because then when you count like the fucking Indians and whatever.
Yeah, you gotta
slaves
count
that
the
came
Native
here.
Americans.
you
then
said
then
one of
black
the
people.
first, not the first.
Okay, cool.
So
All right, if I
mean,
said that,
Okay,
keep it.
if you said one of the first, then okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought
keep
he
it.
said
But
the
yeah,
first.
I mean,
you're
people
right.
like if you honestly want to get to it, fucking the Irish and the Italians were hated.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
were hated.
I mean, if you really want to get on definitions and terms, Irish and Italians were actually what created the fucking ghettos, because that's where
Jews.
If you want to be
created the ghettos.
technical, all Italians have some form of black in them. Like they have black.
Ghettos
I
came
don't.
from
That's
the
the one thing I don't
Germans.
understand is how Italians hate fucking black people.
It's not that they hate black people. It's that
It's
they're
like the whole shit with
islands.
Mexicans and
So you're just gonna cut her
black
off.
people. But no, but go ahead.
So it's not that they hate black people. It's that when they were growing up, and like the old school people that live there on the island of Sicily or in Italy, like they just never had ever seen a black person in their life, and it sounds crazy because Africa's like right there. They're in the Mediterranean.
Yeah,
Like yes, they're dark and like they have that culture, but. My mom never saw a black person until she came here in the 1960s when she was 15 years old. She had never seen a black man in her life, and she didn't know how to react.
So go ahead.
I don't want to say that they were grown not knowing how black people look. I think through time they were grown to not accept their blackness, and they were taught to think that black people were like negative or whatever you say. But
No, I get that, but like my mom, she just had never seen one before. So like
I
course
think
she was
I've
scared,
seen
like-
like pictures of like kids in Africa seeing white people for the first time and just
And
want to
they're like-
touch their skin.
Right.
Yeah,
because
but
it's
they're not
just-
throwing rocks at them and shit, and like being
No.
racist and shit. You know what I mean?
No,
It's just-
I do believe that race is very very it's
Yeah,
for
I-
some
I-
reason it's a very
touchy.
difficult thing.
So I was gonna say too, is it majority of the time race or classism?
Both.
It's both. It's
yeah.
always both.
Because
I would say
sometimes-
Race, class, religion.
I would say yeah. I think exactly that. I think it would go race, then class, then religion. Like because like the great Kanye said, even if you're in a Benz, you're still a nigga in a coupe.
Yeah,
Like it no matter what, they're gonna look at your race first, then they're gonna look at your class, then they're gonna look at your.
It's like what I said earlier, like when you get to a certain point in your life and you see, like whatever race, whatever color, somebody in one point of your life, something's gonna hit you where your race comes in effect. Like you're Mexican or you're black or you're like, motherfuckers are gonna let you know what you are.
Right.
And you have to, you know.
You have to let them. Unfortunately, you have to let them know. Like if you're
It ain't
if you're-
unfortunate
if
you gotta
you're-
let them know.
if
Fuck
you're-
it, let them
if
know what
you're-
you are.
If you're black and you're a CEO, you're not just a CEO. You're an African American CEO. You know,
Yeah, crazy stuff.
Like say if you go and you purchase a house that's say $500,000, that your property is gonna either go up or down depending on your race. Like that. They
perfect thing to say. Oh, okay. So you know that one lady we were talking about earlier. Her name was Ruby
Bridges,
and what they say in the description that she was a what?
African American activist.
Exactly.
Right.
Why did they have to say that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
So
But I think because she was one of the first, that's why.
But still,
it still doesn't matter. I think
it don't matter.
that,
You know what I mean?
it
Like we're
shouldn't-
all in America.
But you
like
have to
said,
also
like,
understand.
if you look at a news feed, right, and if it says a white officer shoots black teen, you're gonna click on it.
But you understand, activism was started by the minorities, by African Americans,
Of course.
to stop racism and to prevent racism. So you kind of have to, sad to say, you have to add that to let people know what it is.
Right. I think it goes a lot deeper, and I think it goes a lot more than what we can actually talk about. It's
yeah, because we could go like
Right.
full 2 days.
But I definitely
Hell yeah,
believe
true.
that it goes your race. I think it goes then your class, and then after that it goes your religion. But not a lot of people like to talk about religion anymore. I think religion is actually falling off.
It definitely
Unfortunately,
people judge the shit out of me because of like fucking religion and shit.
like
but
I
it's
like my godfather. My grandfather's a reverend, and I go to church maybe once every couple of months. And when I go in there, there's nobody in there. Unfortunately, and I think religion is definitely a dying breed. And I don't understand why. I think people are becoming more spiritual than they're becoming more religious.
Yeah, that's true. That goes back to what I was saying earlier, like the older culture, like it's not taught as much. So.
Right. So I don't know. I guess we'll see how things roll out.
Yeah.
Moving
Hey,
forward.
but until next time, this is Just Radio Season 2.
Hey, look, guys, we're coming.
Just enjoy this shit.
Just enjoy this shit. It's Jets Radio.
Angela, so fucking say some shit.